Guys, and welcome to a Wasco FFA tutorial of the AET by Mr. Farrow. On AET, once you log in, we're going to talk today about setting up SAEs. So when you first log in, you have these four selections down at the bottom. They're also the same ones up at the top. Where we're going to go today is if you first log in, you're going to see the Experience Manager right here. You can go ahead and click on that now. If you can't find that because you clicked something else over like in Profile and you're still looking for that, Experience Manager is on pretty much all the tabs. You can just click that Experience Manager. You'll probably end up at this tab at some point or another. If you need help, please let me know. In order to get these, normally your SAE is going to look, when you first get here, it's going to be a white screen. It's not going to have any of these. And what you're going to do is you're going to click right up here where it says Add New. When you're adding new, you're adding a new SAE, or a Supervised Agriculture Experience. Each SAE has its own unique thing. So without ado, you're going to click on Add New, and we'll talk about this. At Wasco High School, when you start your record book for your new SAE, we want you to put the last two digits of the year in which your SAE happens. So if you're showing at the Kern County Fair in 2016, that means that your record book's going to start with 16. Space, and then whatever the SAE is you're going to do. So let's say we're going to show pigs at the Kern County Fair. We're going to set up a record book, swine production. Let's spell that right, production. Swine production. Now, swine production is an individual SAE. There are options for having a school-based SAE, like if we were to plant a pumpkin patch, and there are community events. So if you were to use a community event like Rose Float as one of your SAEs, you would have to be heavily involved in that, and that's a whole different kind of SAE that we totally have to work on with someone more experienced than Mr. Farrow. But for now, we're just going to stick with the individual SAEs. There are four kinds of SAEs. There's exploratory, agri-science, jobs, and businesses. You can own your own business. You can work for someone, paid or unpaid. You can do an agri-science fair project, research and experimental, and you can do something that's in exploratory. If you have questions about these, please feel free to ask your ag teacher in your class. For swine production is a entrepreneurship/ownership SAE. From here, you're going to choose your primary experience category. Your primary experience category is going to be animal systems, because if you look at all the primary categories, none of them have to do with animals except for animal systems. So within animal systems, we'll then be able to select the animal which we are going to be working with. Again, since this is swine production, we're going to select swine. Then we're going to get a few options for what exactly we're doing. We're either raising swine for market or show. There are several students who have commercial breeding swine operations, as well as registered breeding operations. At Wasco High, it's very rare for us to have these. I would suggest selecting head of show swine, because we're going to be showing these at the fair. Now your manager model, we're not going to select anything there because there's really not a manager model that explains what we do at the school farm or at your home. And then we're going to push save. If you notice, our new SAE is right there at the top, and it's 16 swine production. So we know that this SAE will happen in 2016, and it's swine production, just by looking at it at a glance. And congratulations, you've now established your first SAE.